How would you really know when you found the one? It's a timeless question, right? You see it all the time in rom-coms and love songs, but in real life, it's so much more complicated than just butterflies and fireworks. I mean, sure, a new relationship can feel amazing, but how do you balance that initial spark with the practical stuff like, can we actually build a life together? It's normal to have doubts, even if things are going well, especially when you're thinking about big steps like getting engaged or getting married with this person. That whole when you know, you just know advice, yeah, that usually just doesn't cut it. Especially if you're someone who needs to feel super sure before taking the next steps. So, what can you do? I mean, this is one of the biggest decisions of your life, right? That's why I looked into some advice from relationship experts like Dr. Stan Tatkin and Wale Okerayi, and they offered some insights on how to figure out if your partner is really the one. Here are the top 5 signs you've found the one, and hang on for the 6th sign because it's actually my favorite. First impressions aren't everything. We've all heard about love at first sight, but Dr. Tatkin reminds us that those initial feelings are kind of like being on a high. You're not thinking clearly because your brain is pumping out chemicals that make everything feel dreamy and amazing. But the truth is, those feelings alone can't sustain a relationship for the long run. It takes time to really know someone, like a lot of time. So don't rush to conclusions early on. It could take up to a year or even longer to truly know if you're with the right person. You've worked through some tough stuff. The real test of whether someone is the one, how do you both handle conflict and big life transitions? Early on, everything might feel amazing because you're in the honeymoon phase, but the real question is, how do you feel after your first big argument? Okerayi says that how you and your partner communicate during tough times is key. If you can talk through disagreements with empathy and understanding, that's a really good sign. But if they're always on the defensive or things blow up every time there's a disagreement, that might be a big red flag as well. Your friends think you're a good match. Sometimes the people around you can see things you might miss. Dr. Tatkin suggests checking in with your friends and family. Ask them not just if they like your partner, but if they think you're good together. How they see you when you're with your partner. Do you seem like a better version of yourself? Honest feedback from the people who know you best can help you see things from a different perspective. Your partner meets your real criteria. It's easy to get caught up in the surface level traits like their job or hobbies, but what really matters is how they match up with the deeper values you want in a relationship. Dr. Tatkin says it's important to focus on the big stuff like safety, security, love, and shared goals. Think about what the perfect relationship looks like, not just now, but for the future, and ask yourself if you see that with your current partner. You're being honest with yourself. Even when things look great on paper, sometimes you still have doubts. Okerayi suggests checking in with yourself. Is there something from your past that's keeping you from fully trusting your partner? Or is there something specific about this relationship that's holding you back? Reflecting on your own feelings can help you figure out if it's just your own baggage or if it's something more serious. And finally, maybe my favorite one is that you actually enjoy being together. This one might seem obvious, but sometimes we overlook it. Do you just like being around them? Beyond all that deep stuff, do you genuinely enjoy their company? Okerayi says that having a partner you actually like being with day in and day out is huge for long-term happiness. And it goes both ways. They should love all the real messy parts of you too. If you feel like you can be your true self, flaws and everything, and still feel accepted, that's a big indicator you're with the right person. At the end of the day, just finding the one is more than just a feeling. It's about how you and your partner handle life together, how you communicate, and how you both make each other feel. So give it time, trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to ask yourself the hard questions. Good luck.